Jordan Peterson has made arguably one of the most powerful statements on the state of the UK. Peterson has always had his finger on the pulse on what's happening in the UK. It's heartening to hear such unflinching honesty about the state of our nation and the dire need for Britain to rediscover its backbone. His words reflect a sentiment many of us share, that our proud history, our contributions to the world, and our common-sense values are being eroded by weak leadership, political correctness, and a refusal to confront uncomfortable truths. In today's video, we will watch and react to this. But before we do, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and join our fast-growing community. Just a quick one to say we do have t-shirts available on our website. We have stuck Farmer and Make Britain Great Again ones. Make sure you check the link in the description or go to britishstand.com. So have a watch of this very powerful statement.
The most likely outcome is this is all going to be dumped on Pierre Poilievre, and he's going to have to take the hit for it. What did he say? I interviewed him last week. He said, the Liberals had the party and I get the hangover. And it's like, yeah, well, he'll get the hangover all right, get blamed for it all, and Canadians are going to suffer dreadfully.
Yeah.
And it's really awful. And it is this shallowness, this shallow self-serving narcissism that characterizes so much of the elite class, more or less across political lines, that has put Canada in the doldrums that it's in, and is also responsible for the state of your country, which is dreadful. And I don't know if you guys in the UK understand how sad it is for us in Canada and in the United States to watch what you're doing to yourself. I mean, the UK is a great country. When I go there, I go to Oxford, I go to Cambridge, to these remarkable places in London, see your unbelievable deep history, understand how much the world owes the UK in terms of, say, the establishment of common law and decent government everywhere, including places like India. We owe the UK such an immense debt. And to watch you guys like spiral yourselves into the ground for this idiot, weak political correctness that's gone so far that you can allow your working class women to be raped en masse sadistically and say nothing about it and gaslight people who are telling the truth. It's so sickening. It's so demoralizing. It's almost unspeakable. We all pray, hope and pray here in Canada and the US that you get your act together and grow some spine again and put your damn country back together and stand up to these bloody psychopathic bullies and the woke green mob, because it would be a dreadful shame to lose you.
Doctor, Peterson is right. The UK is a great country, a beacon of freedom, law and decency. But we're at risk of losing it all unless we stand firm against the mob and reclaim our nation's soul. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. In other news, Nigel Farage has launched a blistering attack on Prime Minister Keir Starmer after the Labour leader suggested discussions about grooming gangs are being influenced by far-right misinformation. The comments came after Starmer addressed what he described as social media campaigns against his government, particularly regarding the decision not to hold a new public inquiry into grooming gangs. The heated exchange follows mounting pressure for a fresh investigation into grooming gangs operating in the north of England. Starmer's comments came during a key speech at a hospital in the southeast of England, where he aimed to address NHS reform and confront attacks from tech billionaire Elon Musk and other right-wing populists. Nigel Farage said to the media, "Oh dear, it's all the far right. Wanting to know the truth means you're part of the far right." Kemi Badenoch, the Conservative leader, she'll be asking in the House of Commons. She'll be putting an amendment down, effectively saying there needs to be a full public inquiry. Her difficulty, of course, is that the Conservative government, when they were faced with this, didn't have an inquiry. There was one, but it was a whitewash, frankly, because it only looked at what had happened in 6 towns and cities, as opposed to the 50 that we know about now. And grooming was just but a part of it. What we need here is an inquiry that is not a shotgun, that deals with all of the problems that young people can face, and that can be through the church or elsewhere we know about these things. We need a rifle that deals with what I believe was outright racist behavior against young white girls, who some, mercifully few, but some in the Pakistani community simply thought were trash. I have said that if the government don't give us a full review, that I will raise the money and put the money towards an independent inquiry, and I mean it. The Prime Minister's speech marked his first major response to social media campaigns against his government since last summer's riots. The controversy has intensified after Musk made claims that Starmer and his ministers were complicit in genocidal mass rape regarding the grooming gangs issue. The Prime Minister hit back, saying those spreading lies and misinformation are not interested in victims. He accused opposition politicians of amplifying what the far right is saying after failing to act for 14 long years. Health Secretary Wes Streeting suggested Musk should have a social media detox. Downing Street denied that Starmer had labelled everyone calling for an inquiry as far right. The Prime Minister was instead criticising politicians for jumping on a far right bandwagon, according to Number 10. Lastly, Netflix has categorised the Duchess of Sussex's upcoming cooking show, With Love Meghan, as reality TV, marking a significant shift from the Sussexes' previous statements. The streaming service is promoting the new series under several categories, including relaxing, feel-good lifestyle, well-being, home and garden, and notably, reality TV. This classification comes despite a 2020 statement from the couple's team, who explicitly denied they would participate in reality shows. The denial responded to a story in The Sun suggesting they were filming such a program. It marks the first program made by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to be classed as reality, with their previous series, Harry and Meghan, having been categorised as a documentary. The 8-part series, set to launch on January 15th, was filmed in a rented property near the Sussexes' Montecito home. A recently released trailer showed the Duchess engaging in various culinary activities, including sprinkling flower petals on donuts and drizzling oil onto hummus. The 1-minute, 40-second advertisement showcased the show's relaxing and feel-good tone, as promoted by Netflix. The Duchess recently returned to Instagram under the handle @Meghan, where she shared the promotional video. "I have been so excited to share this with you. I hope you love the show as much as I loved making it," she wrote on the platform. The program will feature Meghan in various settings, from the kitchen to the garden and even at a beehive, as she hosts both old and new friends. Throughout the trailer, Meghan emphasized a relaxed approach to entertaining, stating, "We're not in the pursuit of perfection, we're in the pursuit of joy." What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.